Hey, it's Ruben in the shop, bringing you another haul video. I picked up from 2 auctions today and stopped by 2 thrift stores. I didn't buy too much at auction this week. The public auction was more of an estate auction this week. There were these Vogue magazines from the 30s and 40s that I really wanted, and I bid really high on, but you have to know your limits. So I didn't win those. There was some artwork I wanted to go after this week. Didn't win that. Last night I did win 4 closets at an estate auction. They are pretty packed full. It's going to be half clothing, half random stuff. So I got quite a day ahead of me tomorrow. But as of today, we got 2 auction pickups and a couple thrift stores. So let's see what I got. It's a complete mishmash today. I have auction stuff here. I have thrift store stuff here. I'll give you the prices I paid, what I'm thinking I'm going to get for them. We'll go left to right. Start with this Hemingway across the river and into the trees with its dust jacket. It wasn't priced. It just had this notation here, $35 to $45 first edition, first printing. I asked to see it. It was in the case. I was checking to see if it was in fact a first printing. So here you got the $3 price. It's always beneficial if the price is still in it. Back in the day, people used to cut the price out because they'd give a book as a gift. If you go to the copyright page on this one, I can get there. It's a Scribner. That's the publisher. And you see that A there. So during this time period, Scribner was delineating their first printing by placing an A on that copyright page. Subsequent printings would not have the A. So that is cool. That will be added to my personal collection. I have a collection of modern first editions. Lots of Hemingway, Faulkner, some Camus. I am going to buy a Mylar cover or a few Mylar covers. So I'll do a video about how to put a Mylar cover onto an old book. Next is this mug. I thought it was just kind of funny. It is a comic, and it's by Bannerman, which is Isabella Bannerman, I believe. It was $1, but then all mugs were half off, so it was 50 cents. And I'm gonna put 35 bucks on that, and then wait for someone to offer me 25. So that's kind of cool. Next is this mug. I saw that Strike Weapons. It's Raytheon. So get 20 bucks for that. Next are these salt and pepper shakers and like crusher things. They're Mr. Dudley. Mr. Dudley also has ones that are multicolored, like different types of wood. Those ones I've sold for 40, 50 bucks. These, even though they're a little rough, I think I can get 20 for them. Next is this fun thing. Oh, it's a desk ornament. I usually wouldn't get something like that, but I noticed he was on a motorcycle. I was like, that's pretty cool. It was $5. Yeah, I think I can get 25 for it. It might take a while to sell, or it'll sell like that. Next was this cool little piece. It is a matchstick holder. It has the striker on the side. It reminded me of one of the Munchkins from Wizard of Oz. So maybe that's what it's supposed to be. It's not licensed or anything. It's probably from the 40s or 50s. It's a cool little thing, maybe 25 bucks. Got this Jurassic Park koosh ball. It was $2. There's a JP on the leg. They sell for like 10 bucks. Next is this Rosetta Stone Italiano. It's tough selling Rosetta Stone. You can't sell it on eBay. You can try, but it gets zeroed all the time. I'm going to sell it at the local auction. I get 20 bucks for the Spanish Rosetta Stones, so I'm hoping it'll be the same story with this one. Next is this Starbucks travel mug, holiday 2012, I believe. Some of the Starbucks holiday travel mugs are worth big money. I haven't comped that one out yet. I'll put a comp here, and yeah, that's what I'll be trying to get for it. The next is this Squire Old English lock. It does not have the key, but it was just a cool thing. It was $3. It's probably worth 10. This was only $1. It's a little advertisement. Pre-stressed concrete products in Albuquerque. Paid $1 for it. I think it's worth like $10. I got this Goebbels West Germany pheasant. It's from 1965. It's broken. I didn't notice it was missing his leg. If it wasn't broken, it'd be like $30. It being broken, I might just have to donate it again. It cost me $3, so that's kind of a bummer. Was it 3? Yeah. Next were these two guys. They were taped together. I saw them, looking at the eye, I was like, wow, those are great. So I believe that's teak wood. They scream mid-century modern. It was $6 for the pair. I'm going to ask $75 for them. They're just cool home accent pieces. Next are these cast metal bookends. It says 125th anniversary, Pioneer Lodge, number 20, 1800 to 1925. So I think they're originals, but I think that they were painted, because I've seen comps of these that are not painted. So, and they don't have any signs of ever being painted. So I'm guessing someone painted these along the way. I'm going to put 125 on them still and see what the market says. Next was this comic book. I got this at auction for $14. It's Mr. Natural by R. Crumb. He's kind of an outside artist. These were outside comic books. I don't know what printing this is yet. I have to do a little bit more research. I just noticed now there's even paper loss on the top. With comic books, condition is everything. These I bought more because I'm interested in Crumb as an artist. He did the cover artwork for Big Brother and the Holding Company's Cheap Thrills, and I love that album and have always been captivated by that art. So I got this one, and I got Zap Comics number 2, 50 cents. It's a second printing, not a first printing. Again, the condition on it's not great. Like I said before, I paid $14 for them. They're more just for me to have. I think they're still worth that $14. This one's probably only worth 15. This one's probably worth 20. But it wouldn't be hard to sell them for those prices. So they can stay in my collection for a while. The humor in this is way more crude than I ever expected. So I don't know. Like, when it says adults only, definitely adults only. I was surprised. And I'm not easily surprised. Next is this retablo. I thought it was done a little bit better than it is. It's not as quality as you would hope. It is signed on the back, Kate Lumen, I'm thinking. I can never find any comps. Well, that's not true. Rarely do I find comps on these retablos in New Mexico. I don't know why, but I'm going to put $75 on it. I paid 14. So 14? No, 11. Paid 11. So I think I'll still be in the profit on that. There's a stack of Saturday Evening Post magazines. I'm assuming they came in with those Vogue magazines. I got these because I was hoping to search the table of contents and find a short story by a famous author. That was not the case today, but they're still pretty cool. I paid $11 for the whole lot, so just about $1.10 per. So I got the Saturday Evening Post, 1940, 1938. That even looks like a football game, which that's cool. These are filled with a lot of really awesome advertisements. Here's January 24th, 1914. Here's one of those advertisements. Underwood Deviled Ham Sandwich Witches. I thought that was so cool. So over 100 years old. Kind of a cool thing. There's one of this magazine on eBay for $75. I guess what happened a lot of the times during the different waves of collecting, at one point people were just taking the covers off of these and framing them. So it is 106-year-old magazine. I don't think it's worth $75. Is it worth $20? Maybe. This is 1935. January 1941. Dog, 1938. This one's super rough. I might just look for any cool advertisements or like make a collage out of stuff out of here. That would be cool. Most of it's black and white though, so I don't know. This lady from 38. I really like this one. 1914, with that lady in the airplane in the sky, the biplane. That might be worth some money. That has the look. 38. 41. That's it. Yeah. So, I don't know. Paper, like I've said before, paper stuff just intrigues me, and maybe I shouldn't buy what I buy, but it's okay. Next is some clothing I got at St. Vincent de Paul. The clothing there was 40% off today. This first one, it was missing its price tag. It definitely had a price tag on it, but someone must have ripped it off. I took it up when I was buying everything else, and I said, hey, this is missing its price tag. Could I get a price for it? They're like, oh, we'll just give it to you for regular sweater price. So it was $4 minus the 40%. So $240. Next is this sweatshirt again, $4 minus the 40%. Eddie Bauer. It's a wool nylon made in the USA. Just has a good look, classic look. It's like a $25 sweater. I paid under $3 for it. Got this Longmire final season. So I'm out near Albuquerque. There's a lot of filming done there, a lot of movie industry stuff, and I find this production clothing every now and again. I get it because there are people who are fans of the TV show and they'll think it's cool. It's cool. It's a nice vest, regardless. Cool little puffer. It was priced at $7. I'm gonna price it at like $50. See if I can get some offers. Next is this Levi's denim trucker jacket. The first thing I look for on these, I want to look at that tab. See what it says. Big E, little e, big E, little e. It's a little e. That's okay. It's still made in the USA. Let me show you. Right in the center there, it says made in the USA. It's probably a size small. It was priced at $18, which is more than I would usually pay. But with the discount, it brought it just around $10. So it was worth it for me. I like to have stuff like this. Just that classic vintage stuff in the shop. That way when people look, they say, hey, this Ruben character has some good stuff. I'm going to price that at $55. Probably take $45 for it. And finally, well, not finally, penultimate piece is this coat. It is labeled here. Native jacket, Santa Fe, New Mexico. In the USA, it's a wool cotton. It has a really nice look to it. It was priced at $20. I would have paid the $20, but it being 40% off just made it all the better. Dropped it down to $12. Here's the back. Looking good. It does have some moth hole damage here, or moth damage. It's a bummer, but it's not the end of the world. It's still very presentable. You can still wear that with pride. Funny thing is, I gave my sister a jacket by the same company like 2 years ago because I couldn't figure it out what it was, and then she figured it out. I think she got like $135 for that jacket, so I'm gonna go for the same. And finally, let me turn on the light for this one. Boom! Alta Vista ice cream. I bought this at the auction. It was $60. This is hand painted. Alta Vista ice cream is out of Fort Worth, Texas. I believe they started sometime in the 20s, made it up until around 1960. That's when the information trail seems to end. I believe this sign is from the 30s. I'm not exactly sure. You can see the crackling within the paint itself. So, I don't know if any of you, I'm sure you do, or have, seen American Pickers. On that show, Mike Wolf is always talking about schmaltz paint. And I'm wondering if this is schmaltz paint? I can't tell. It feels different. And then this piece right here, it's a lot smoother. So I'm wondering if this is like an old... And even that green is different. So I'm thinking there was something here, some type of damage, and they painted over it a long time ago. Because that's different, that green. And so it doesn't have the schmaltz in it. That's what I'm thinking. If you have any information on something like this, I would love it. I'm going to list that for $500, which is probably too much. My thinking when buying this and when selling it is the brand itself is Fort Worth, Texas. So if everything's bigger in Texas, that includes the prices. So yeah, I'm going to test the market out, put that high price on it. It's not too much of a problem shipping it. It is kind of long, but I can get that job done, no problem. Yeah, wish me luck on that. That will be it for today. I'm hoping you're having a good day. I'm having a good day. Talk to you soon.